Let me introduce myself. My name is Elzi Phonix. I'm from 2018 English Education Study Program. And now in this video, I would like to make a summary of word class materials plus adjective word, right? And now here I would like to explain first about the noun. The noun is one type of word class. Usually in a sentence there are nouns or kata benda. Understanding nouns is very important, because this material is the basic material when learning English. However, do you really know what a noun is? So, let's discuss together. First, table of content. What is noun? First, noun is a function, direct and indirect object, subject of verb, subject and object complement, object of preposition. 2. Types of nouns. Common and proper nouns, countable and uncountable noun, concrete and abstract noun, and the 3 is part of noun. Gender, number. According to Krida Laksana 2008, noun is a class of words that has a function as the subject or object of the clauses. Here, where this word class is shown to represent people, object or other things that are distinguished. Direct object usually answer what and whom question after the action verb in transitive sentence, while the indirect object answer question to whom or for what. Nouns as objects can be direct objects and indirect objects. When a noun becomes an object, it will usually be accompanied by pronouns. Pronouns determines a and the and so on. And the example is direct object. Rudy plays guitar in his room. What does Rudy play? The guitar, right? Indirect object. Fitra bought his dad a car. For whom did Fitra buy a car? His dad, like that. And subject of verb. Most people think that nouns only function as a subject. As an object, right? In fact, noun can also function as an object, as a subject in a sentence. Noun as a subject is in front of the verb. Noun as subject can be accompanied by determinants and the, but also not. Depends on the subject used. Instead of getting confused, here's an example of a subject of verb. Rudy is sleeping. A bike has stolen yesterday. His cafe serves coffee, so the noun is a subject can be compared by determinants like Rudy is sleeping. Rudy is the noun as a subject, right? Yeah, like that. And then subject and object. Complement. Subject complement is complement which refers to the subject in a sentence. Usually complement is a noun or a noun that comes after a linking verb. Example of such a complement: Brian became a writer after his wife passed. So the subject complement there are in a writer. Brian became a writer after his wife passed, right? And object complement. Object complement is similar to subject complement. If subject complement describes the subject, while object complement describes the direct object. Usually, direct objects are in the form of nouns or nouns, right? What is that? I don't know. Example of object complement. Rudy brought Lizzie a flower. A flower is the object complement, right? Yeah, object complement similar to subject complement. Rudy brought Lizzie a flower. A flower is the object, right? Object complement, right? And after that, there are object of preposition. One of the main functions of a noun is to express a place. Now, usually we need a preposition to describe a place. A place, I mean. Preposition are preposition like in, on, or at. An example of an object of preposition is my cat loves to play in a large box. Large box. A large box is the object of object of preposition. Yeah. My cat loves to play in a large box. A large box is the object of preposition, right? Yeah. Common nouns are general nouns so they are not written in capital letters. Meanwhile, proper noun is a specific noun that requires a capital in its writing. The following is an example of a common noun versus a proper noun. There are like people, place, and things, right? Common, proper, common, proper, like that. Or people common is writer, proper is Raditya Dika, maybe place common is city, proper Bandung, the things common like pawn, proper iPhone 10, maybe like that, iPhone or anything about smartphone. I don't know. And next is countable noun. What? I don't know. Nouns of this type can be measured or add. Countable nouns have a singular and plural form. The difference is that the singular begins with articles a, and the, while the plural ends with s or es. An uncountable noun is the opposite of a countable noun. Nouns of this type cannot be count and have only one form, namely singular. Like countable noun is book, table, and thing. How about that? An uncountable noun like sugar, water, and etc. Contract noun is a noun that can be seen, touched, tasted, or in other words, recognized by the five senses. Meanwhile, abstract noun is the opposite, so it cannot be recognized by the five senses. Like concrete noun, example like I get a new pawn. New pawn is the concrete noun. An abstract noun is some people can't find happiness. Happiness is abstract noun. Yeah. So we don't know what that means. Yeah. And gender. This noun is used to indicate the gender of a person, including work and an animal. Derewianka 1998 states that the gender noun group is divided into three parts, namely masculine, for example, father, brother, uncle, boy, like that, and feminine, for example, like mother, auntie, her, maid, like that, and gender neither, which is shown for objects that have no gender, like table, house, clothes, like that. However, another opinion is that in addition to the three sections of gender nouns that have been previously mentioned, a common gender section can be added, namely a noun that can indicate either masculine gender or feminine gender. For example, police, teacher. The user of gender noun is the sentence below. No, he is not my boyfriend. He is just my male friend. Yeah. So like that. Maybe you can get what I say. And the next number. The use of this type of noun to describe the object in question is singular or only one, or plural. Derewianka. According to Derewianka, 1998 and 31 page describe several rules in writing nouns is plural from more than one, namely adding the suffix to the noun. One had to hat, that, and the suffix as if the noun is difficult to add only the suffix as one box, two boxes, like that. 3. Ensuring that the singular form can change when it becomes plural form. Plural form, I mean, like one man, two men, like that. And now we go to verb, right? Verbs based on the form are divided into 3. Verbs based on the change to verb 1 until verb 3. Verbs whose change is regular. I mean, a verb whose change is irregular, right? Verbs based on position. Number 1. The main verb or verb that has the most basic function in a sentence used to explain what the subject is doing. A verb that takes an object, verbs that do not require an object or that can stand alone. A verb that has only one object, a verb that has two objects, intransitive verb whose meaning is clear does not need a complement. Complement, I think. The meaning is not clear because complement. Complement after incomplete intransitive verb 1 is known as a verb circle called a subjective complement. Like that. And there are auxiliary verb that is used to help clarify the main verb. Auxiliary verb which gives the tense a character but does not give additional meaning to the sentence. Auxiliary verb is from the character of the tenses and give additional meaning to the ordinary verb. Like that. Then now there are the adverbs in the word class. Adverbs according to Krida Lakasana in Nursarini 2017 are words used to describe elements of verb, adjectives, proposition, or other adverbs are what are known as simple adverbs. The definition of adverbs can also be explained as a word that is used to provide additional information on a noun or noun. Noun or noun. Do you understand like that? I think you can understand what I say. The location of the location of the adverb in a sentence is after or before the predicate position, object, or complement of a verb or noun. The example sentence below will explain the adverb exposition or adverb position first, like that. He always gets trouble in learning English. And the second is, it is almost impossible to believe. He speaks French very well. He sits exactly beside you. So, yeah, adverb can, the location of the adverb in a sentence is after or before the predicate position, object, or complement, or verb or noun, right? And always as an adverb appears before the verb describing the verb's gets, while almost is an adverb explaining adjective impossible. Verb appears before the adverb to explain how the subject speaks, and exalted is a group of adverbs which explain the preposition beside. Kinds of simple adverb. There are there are kinds of simple adverb. The first is adverbs of time. Is an auxiliary word used to provide additional information about time. For simplicity's sake, what is that? This adverb is used to answer a question that begin with when. What are some example? like that. Yeah. Like, I rarely go to the movie theater since the ticket price went up. Went up. So the adverbs of time is like since, and that is the adverbs of time. An adverb of manner is an auxiliary word that provides additional information about the condition or how an event occurred. In example terms, this adverb is used to answer the question of how. Included in this adverb are badly, beautifully, better, bravely, cheerfully, fast, hard, quickly, slowly, inadequately, healthily, well, and so on. Let's look at the example below. When applied to the sentence, anything you can do, I can do better. Yeah, like that. And the next is adverb of place. It is an auxiliary word, yeah, like that gives an answer to the place or question. When in English, example of word from this adverb are above, away, below, down, here, inside, near, outside, there, up, and so on. When if applied in a sentence, like that. Put the jar above the cupboard along with the other empty jars. That. Yeah. Okay, and the next is adverb of degree. Usually this auxiliary word is used to answer the question, how much? However, this question does not always ask nominal, but can be used to question the intensity of an event. For example, she looks extremely tired after cleaning the whole house. Yeah. Maybe I can write here. Yeah. The example. Okay, and the next adverb of frequency. If an adverb of degree is used to describe an intensity, the adverb of frequency is used to answer how often the frequency of activities performed by a person. For example, Dad usually doesn't drink alcohol, but occasionally he does. Yeah, on the frequency in the situation. Like that. Yeah, and the last is the adjective, right? Adjective is a word used to describe a noun or pronoun which can be a person, place, animal, object, or abstract concept. Adjectives describe the condition of the noun being described, right? Like adjective used to delimit a noun. Like is it the point? Is to show strong feelings such as awe or wonder. Like that. The point followed by the noun. The article that is placed in front of the element of the object, namely a, an, or, and the. And the fourth, adjective that indicate ownership. The next is interrogative words used as adjective. Then six, an indefinite number that serves as an adjective, like that. And the last is a count that functions as an adjective. So maybe, and that's all the summary for me. And I say sorry if I have a lot of mistakes in the pronunciation. And I say sorry if I less for describe the material or summary, because I have some trouble in here and I have some problem. But I say thank you to my lectures, and I hope you can always keep your healthy. Yeah, sir and miss. So I say thank you to you guys. You have watching my video, and I say sorry too. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye. Thank you. keep healthy, keep spirit, and keep your iman.